just a real naive start from us. Just an unacceptable start. And before we knew it, game was, in some ways set up to not have success, and that's very, very disappointing. Again, it was. We spoke about the energy that they were going to bring. It's a great building. They've got a lot of good energy and fans, and we were naive. We thought we could build through it, and again, you talk about it, and for some reason, it wasn't the start we needed, and that's the bad news. The good news is they worked really hard and get back into it. And then the second, half again, another start, and again, it's just a frustrating night overall. And again, a lot of hard work, but that's just a part of this. The experience, the know-how of going into the road environments and surviving the first 10, 15 minutes. And overall, we've done a good job with that this year. And tonight, we didn't. And so, it's the red card. Yeah, probably, maybe. There's probably a chance he could not do it, and he, even reaches for the yellow, and then changes his mind. So I don't know. But I can't fully argue with it, even though I will. But that's it. That's all I got.
All right, thanks for that. We'll start with David here in the room.
Ben, uncharacteristic red card, right, from a veteran, a captain of this team. Does he tell anything to you or to the guys after?
I'm not going to talk about that. That's between us and the team.
And then, it's another final, right? Do you feel like with these games, the pressure just building up? How are you guys?
The pressure's been here for months. We've had to win games for months because that's the way this season has gone, and we've chased it. And this is, again, everyone puts the emphasis. This is the most important game. Yeah, they've been important since day one in this season, and so we can point to the current game and blow that up. But we're in this situation because of a long season where we've been chasing it and we haven't been good enough. But we're still in this thing. We got to look for some results now, and all we can do is take care of San Diego at home, and then hopefully again get the results where when we go into Kansas City, we can sneak in with a win there. 6 points gives us still a good chance, but this was a big miss tonight.
There were some fans up there in the section. What do you want to tell them?
I saw them walking the streets yesterday. I ran into them, and they were going down to have a little fun. So I'm glad they at least had one night of fun, because I'm sure it wasn't a lot of fun watching our group tonight. So apologize for that, but they'll stay behind us because that's what they do, and that's what fans need to do. And again, it's been a tricky year, but fans are, they can be disappointed and they can be upset. That's their right. But I hope they stay with us and give us some support next weekend. Show up and cheer us on because we need 6 points.
We'll go to Rudy. Go ahead, Rudy.
Hey, Coach. You mentioned about the early Nashville goal and the red card to Sviatchenko, but the first half response, Junior also scores a great goal to level things for you guys before half. What did you like about the way the team responded, with a man down?
Well, they worked their asses off, and we were fairly organized, and I thought we frustrated them. And that's what you look for. You look for set pieces or a breakout, and we did a good job. And then such a gut punch to go out there after you make some, you you kind of collect yourselves and you get a breather at halftime, and to go out and again be a little bit passive again and give up an early goal in the second half, and it's a tough way. But both starts to each half was you can never win an away game if you start two halves in a bad way and give up goals, and especially down a man. But yeah, they worked hard. Players worked hard. That part I cannot complain about for a second this year. Every one of my players will give everything every play. This is what they do, right? And you see it. They're not quitting, and so that is. But that's not enough, right? Just working hard. There's a lot more to this game when we talk about winning.
And even with the tough loss, obviously the playoff race is still pretty tight. How do you keep the group, confident and focused after a tough night like this, with 2 games remaining, one at home and one away?
You win. You again. I think we have to be honest as well, though, in this moment. And of course, there's a percentage chance if we get 6 points, we can be in the postseason still. But we have to be honest and not if we do what we did tonight, right? And that won't happen. We won't get 6 points if we are as naive as we were from the start of this game. And ultimately, look, that's on the coach, right? But it's a disappointing start. But there's optimism. There's always optimism. And by Tuesday, we'll have yelled enough at each other and second-guessed it and get our finger pointing out of the way, and we'll show up Tuesday and we'll be ready for San Diego, and then we'll be ready for KC.
And I guess last one for me, obviously not ideal, but at least you got to see a little bit of Sergio Santos out there. Just, your thoughts on him. Obviously, hard for him to show up in this game.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one for any subs. I thought the subs, gave quality and energy, and I thought they did fine, and that includes Sergio, who is a big boy, and he's a handful. So he had some good moments, and he worked very hard. So that's all you can ask of him. And look, we had a couple looks there. Jack's one there towards the end, and one or two other little looks that still kind of stay in there. And so this team has fight, but you have to have this and savvy and know-how with the fight and running, and we missed a little bit of that tonight.
Thanks, Coach.
Good.
All right.
Federico, go ahead.
Hi, Coach. Federico Michaelis here. One could see from that kickoff that they were going to press high up, and they're an aggressive team. We know that from the start. Now, as a team that likes to build from the bottom and have possession, it looked like we could be in a dangerous position right from the start. Now, do you change? Do you readjust when you see a situation like that from the start? Do you have a plan B, or do you stick to your guns and go do what you came to do?
There you go. We don't tell our team to build out of the back from the get-go on the road. We talk about how tough environments are and surviving 10, 15 minutes, and sometimes that means we got to go direct. And, if the game says that we can build at times, okay, but you have to earn the right to play. And we say this constantly with this team. So to answer your question, yeah, I think we were very well prepared for what they were going to bring to us. And that's where I'm so disappointed in, again, just a really naive start. And I can't necessarily explain it. And I think we've done a pretty good job of that on the road all year. I'm pretty sure you've watched enough games. That hasn't been a trend for us on the road. we've been pragmatic, and we've hung in there for the first 10, 15 minutes, and we've earned the right with physicality and direct play. And tonight again we just got away from it, and we dodged a bullet. We even got scored on, and we continue to do it. So it's all right. Again, that's I'll take it, but not good enough.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks everyone. Wrap it up there.